Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be swatching, reviewing, and making an artwork using these gensaitambi opal pigments. So this is how the opal pigments look from the outside. They come with the description at the back of how to use it and what to expect from it. At first, when you see the pigments, they appear to be plain white, but when you shift them in the light, they do reflect the color they're actually supposed to be. The directions to use the pigments is at the back of the box. You really just need water to activate the pigments, but when you're done using them, you need to make sure that the pans are completely dry before you store them. So I forgot to press record, and what you're looking at right now is the second layer of the pink opal pigment. The way we're going to go about this is that first of all, I will do the swatches of all the pigments on craft paper, and then I'm going to do all the swatches of the pigments on a white drawing paper. The first thing I would like to point out is that these colors are very sheer. They do not have a lot of opacity, but you can layer them up, and they do layer up very nicely if you want them to be fully opaque. Out of all the colors, the gold was my favorite because it was the most pigmented and the most pearlescent. I really had to work my brush into the pan to get the most out of the pigments. Some colors like the green, violet, and pink were a bit too sheer for my liking, but all of them reflected beautifully in the light. Also, these pigments do not take a lot of time to dry up, and they do not even leave a pearlescent sheen on your fingers. Now it's time to swatch all of the pigments on white drawing paper. The white drawing paper in my sketchbook was not suitable for the pigments, so I decided to swatch all of them on this strip of white watercolor paper I had. The pigments, when against a white background, were way too sheer, and you had to really build it up to see its true color. Since I liked the color payoff of the pigments on my sketchbook drawing paper, I decided to swatch all of them there too, ignoring the fact that the paper was getting all wavy and bubbly. To see the actual color of the pigments, you had to let them dry, and it was only then you could see the actual color. Alright, so now comes the time I actually put them to the test and make an artwork using these. I wanted to use these pigments as a highlight or to bring out the details in my work. Since I wanted to do that, I had to make sure that I had a very good underpainting, a very good base for the pigments to actually shine. When I was done using the blue opal pigment, I decided to use the gold one to bring out the actual highlights of the cat. This is how the gensaitambi opal pigments performed, and I absolutely love how it looks on my work. That was it for today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care.